You're going to have to ignore the absolute mess behind me. Dalton and I just got back from a week and a half-ish long road trip to Kansas to see his family for a family reunion. So the apartment is kind of a mess right now. Everything's kind of a mess right now. If you didn't see it on Instagram, or I think Dalton posted on YouTube, we're engaged. I feel like I didn't know how to tell my YouTube community, because I feel like a lot of you probably follow me over on Instagram and have seen it, but if you have not, we're engaged. It was super cute. He proposed in Tulsa, Oklahoma on our road trip. Whenever we go to Kansas to see his family, there is an antique mall that we always have to stop at because it is my absolute favorite. It's called Shabby to Chic Antique Mall. It's in Coffeyville, Kansas. I swear they have the best deals. I don't know how the vendors price things so low, but they have the best deals ever. And one of the booths I really like actually was 50% off when we got there on their already super low prices. So I have a ton of stuff I picked up at that antique mall behind me. I think I spent like $120 total. I'll try and remember, they pulled the prices off because they had the little written tags, but I'll try and remember what everything cost. Most of this is going to end up in my antique booth, so it's kind of like a resale haul to show you. Actually I have some of the stuff packed already to take with me, so I'll show you that one first. But I found this pumpkin pail from, actually it's stamped on the bottom 1997. It's the brand Grand Venture. I was really excited to find this. I think it was $5. I just had a pumpkin pail in my booth from the 1980s that sold during my 20% off sale. I had it at I think 16 or 18 and it sold for 14. I can't do 20% off math in my head. So I picked this one up to replace it. Halloween and fall stuff has already been selling in my booth. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but it is September 11th, I think, today, and Halloween stuff has already been selling. So I'm trying to get a lot of it to the booth. So we can start with the Tupperware. My two best sellers, actually I have a few best sellers in my booth, one of them being Tupperware, the second one Fiesta ware, and then the other one candlestick holders, especially brass candlestick holders. I hit the kind of the Tupperware jackpot. I don't find a lot of it at Goodwill's around here, and if I do, it's pretty, like, it's too expensive for me to pick up to resell. But this booth, I think part of it was 25% off, and then the prices were already pretty low. I picked up this like mayo mustard container. The scary thing about very old Tupperware is checking the inside, but this one was fine. They all have that old Tupperware smell though. You can't really, I don't think you can really get away from that. But I picked up this one, and then also this measuring cup one. I've never seen this one before. Opens like right here. This one's cute. I think that this was like $8 but 25% off. A lot of these I'm probably only going to make a few dollars on in my booth, but I do love to have Tupperware around because people love to purchase it at this antique mall. This is like a cheese grater. It's like the classic bright green color. I didn't look up comps. This one's a little dirty, I have to clean it. I didn't look up comps on any of these, but again, should make a few dollars. I think this one was probably $3. I'm scared I'm gonna like scrape my hand on this one. Then I have this green, the same like bright green color, just like a classic medium-sized one. This big one, I like this one. I like the green, and then it has like the cutouts in the center. There's probably like a Tupperware expert watching me go through this haul and like not know what any of them are called. I'm so sorry. If you're a Tupperware expert, please let me know what these are called in the comments. I know that this one is a steamer. I have actually sold this exact one in my booth before. I'm not sure how much I sold it for. I'll have to double check. But it's actually really clean on the inside. So I was excited to pick this one up. That is all the Tupperware though. Then in my favorite booth that was 50% off, I found this flower container canister. I briefly looked it up and there are a few listed for like $20-ish. Someone has it listed without the lid as a vase, so I guess you could use it as a vase. I'm not sure where it originally comes from. I have to do more research on like a lot of this stuff, but I think I only paid $1.50 for this, which was a really good deal. It's very pretty. And then also in that booth, they had a ton of clear glass candlestick holders. You guys know how I feel about candlestick holders, so I was excited to find all of these, especially at 50% off, because I think most of them were like $4 for the set, so it was like $2 for the set, or somewhere like $2 for the set, so it was like $1. So it was like a really great deal on these. But actually I think I might be keeping all of these. I'm starting now to like plan a wedding and think about wedding decor, and I want to have a lot of candlesticks and candlestick holders, so I'm thinking I might hold on to a lot of these clear glass ones and like try to continue to collect quite a few of them. These ones are cute. They're like little flowers And then these are my favorite though. I've never found ones like this. So I think I might be holding on to these for now just to figure out if I want to use them in the future. I don't know what it is. I've been really into the like vintage geese stuff lately. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw that I picked up a goose. Maybe it was on a short here, but it like just like a little goose statue that I think is the cutest thing ever. So I've been kind of into picking this kind of stuff up as well alongside the cats, because I always pick up cat stuff. I looked this up and it's actually, oh, it says it on the back. It's from 1986. It's just like a little goose key holder. This was also in the 50% off booth. I think this was probably only like $1. Then I picked up just a Pyrex lid. I have a lot of these dishes in my booth without lids, so I'm always excited to find a lid, especially I think this was $1.50. This was not from the 50% off booth. Still an amazing deal because that adds value to the Pyrex dishes I already have in my booth. This I think is just Indiana glass. I really liked the flowers. It was in the 50% off booth, and I was looking for more amber glass to pick up to put on kind of the front table because I have like the fall display up there and I think this goes well, and I already sold one of the amber glass little trays that was sitting up front, so I think that this will be a good replacement. I'm always picking up seashells. I don't know why. I really like the vibe of them. I have sold a few seashell dishes, not as many as I thought I would, but this one was in the 50% off booth and I really liked it, so this one also came home with me. Then this one I actually found at a different antique mall in Coffeyville. It's called Colonel Coffee's Trading Post, maybe. Dalton's parents actually have a booth there, so if you're local to Coffeyville, Kansas, you have to go check out their booth. It's amazing. His dad, like, there's a lot of like baseball and football stuff, and his dad actually makes some like woodworking things, some sports team signs and stuff. It's really cool. So it's Colonel Coffee's Trading Post. You need to go check that one out if you're local too. This one came from that antique mall. I love these clocks so much, and I think that this could do well in my antique booth. This was I think $7, so I'll probably put at least like 18 to 25 on this in my booth. We actually have one that I thrifted that stays back here. I think I originally thrifted it to put in my booth, but it went so well there, so I had to keep it. I'm wondering now though if I'm gonna want to put this on. We got a new dresser. I'll post a picture of it on the screen if I remember, but I think that this and some candlestick holders and candles will go well on that dresser, so this might not end up in the booth, we'll see. Then I picked up this jar. I really liked the colors on it and the flowers. It's just, I think it's Kig Indonesia. It's vintage, I believe, but I want to say that they sell this brand at the dollar store, Dollar Tree. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna have to look this specific one up. I have sold jars like this in my booth in the past, but this one does match our kitchen, so it should end up in the booth though. I need to stop holding on to all of these things because we just like don't have the space. Then in the 50% off booth, I found this Pyrex bowl. It's not in the greatest shape, but I want to say it was literally only a few dollars with the 50% off, so I couldn't leave it. I really like the color as well. This blue is kind of like my favorite decor color right now. That's kind of the colors of our kitchen. And then I picked this up in the 50% off booth. I thought it would go really nice in the fall Thanksgiving display, and for 50% off I think it was $7, which is an amazing deal on this, and it's really pretty, so I think that this was a good find. I don't know a lot about that kind of stuff. I don't usually pick up things like that, but I'm interested to give it a shot. I'm really excited about this. It's so cute. Okay, I don't think they actually go together. I think the vendor at the antique mall just put them together because they matched. But this is a vintage Maynard, I think that's how you say it, just little like egg beater or mixer. My grandma used to have one just like this. And then this is a glass bake for Sunbeam, just little mixing bowl, and I really like the pink color. It does have a few flaws, but nothing super noticeable, and they are really cute together. The pinks match really well. I think it was $15 for the set of these. I want to say I looked at this the last time we were in Coffeyville and left it, but I'm glad I picked it up this time because I actually looked up comps this time. Someone has this listed for $40 on eBay. I didn't see any solds. There aren't many with this bottom. They have like the whisking bottom, so I have to do more research on this one. But this bowl I saw sold for $22 plus $14 shipping. So I think that I did well with this because both for $15, and if this bowl will sell more than $15 by itself or the mixer, that is a great deal. I really want to keep it, but we don't have really a pink theme going on, so I think that I'm gonna sell it. I found this in the box. We didn't buy this. I don't know where this came from. They packed everything in these boxes over here when we were checking out. They like wrapped everything in newspaper, and then at the bottom of the box, this was in there. I don't know if someone else was waiting on it or had it on hold, but now we are a 14.5-hour drive away from Coffeyville, Kansas, so I don't think I can return it. So this might end up in my booth, but it says June Dairy Month 50th Celebration Commemorative Collection on the bottom. I have to do more research on this. I'm not really sure what it is. I saw a listing on Poshmark. I Google image searched it and I saw a listing on Poshmark for like $20. So this will probably end up in the booth. It was kind of a fun surprise in the box. If Shabby to Chic Antique Mall is watching this and wants me to mail it back to them, please let me know. But you have to pay for shipping. This is the most exciting find. So Dalton and I saw these Fiesta ware canisters there when we originally walked through, but didn't buy them the first time we went. It was $40 for the set. This is what they look like. There's a bigger one and then a smaller one. I've actually sold canisters like this in my booth before. I had this one and then like I think a bigger one than this, and one sold for, I want to say 80 and the other sold for 60, maybe 60 and 40. But they did super well. Dalton had actually thrifted those for me at Goodwill. It was a cobalt blue one and then a red one. So it's always dependent on the colors. I got home from the antique mall and was putting together one of my little thrift with me videos. And I had this in the video, so I was like, I should Google image search these, see what they're worth, because they're only $40 for the set. And some insane comps came up on eBay. Somebody had these same ones listed for like, this one for like $325, and I was like, is that a rare color? They were calling it burgundy maroon, so I don't think they knew the exact color that they had, and I wasn't sure what these were. But for like a comp that high, I was like, I should buy the set for 40 because I'll definitely break even in my booth. I'll at least double my money. So I ended up grabbing them, and it actually turns out that on the bottom of one of them, it still has the like manufacturer sticker, like the price tag on the bottom. This one was, the original price of this one was $50. It looks like an early 2000s tag on the bottom, but it actually says the color. And I struggle to find Fiesta ware colors sometimes, so this was amazing that it was on the tag on the bottom. But this is the Cinnabar color, and briefly like looking up comps for this, it looks like I will double my money on these in my booth. I think what happened was maybe the person on eBay with the super high ones, I don't think they were sold, I think they were listed. The person on eBay with the super high ones, I think just did not realize what color they were and assumed they were called like burgundy, and then when they looked for them couldn't find them, so assumed they were super rare and then priced them super high. It looked like they'd been sitting since 2019. So upon further research, those might have been Cinnabar too, but still a great pickup and flip at $40 for the set. So that is, I think, everything I picked up at that antique mall. I'm trying to think if I bought anything for myself and already put it somewhere. I don't think I did. I think that is everything. So yeah, that's my little haul. I'm probably gonna get this stuff to the booth slowly because I still have so much other stuff to bring. I have a little bag ready to go. I think I'm gonna go this week. And I have like those stained glass lamps I got in that picture a while back that I have to bring still. One of those is on the way. I'm keeping one of those, so there's just a lot going on. I feel like we're still getting back into the swing of things. I have a bunch of Poshmark things to list. I put my Poshmark and my eBay on vacation mode while we were gone, but Dalton still had his running and had someone shipping for him, so I'm working to like revive mine now. So I have a bunch of stuff over there that I need to steam and get listed today. But yeah, if you saw a delay in listings in my closet or you saw it being inactive, it should be back up and running by the time you see this video, and you should see some new stuff come into the booth. So yeah, super exciting things though, because we're engaged now. We made it a road trip because I am terrified of flying. I used to do it all the time, but then like long story, I got off my antidepressants, more anxious now, whatever. So I can't fly currently. It's too much for me. So we road tripped all the way to Kansas, which we've done before, which has been super fun. And so we got to stop through like the Ozark Mountains and see those, and they were beautiful. And we actually stopped at a state park in Oklahoma. It was like Alabaster Cavern State Park. I posted all of this over on my Instagram, my personal Instagram and my Instagram stories, but it was really cool, really pretty. Dalton and I both like to like go out in nature and stop at the state parks and stuff, so it was super fun and a great trip. And I'm kind of sad to be back because working is not my favorite thing. It's fun, I have a fun job, but it's not my favorite thing. I'd rather be out exploring, as I'm sure like most people would. But that's kind of just like the little update for you. That is going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. I would super appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite thing is that I found. Mine is definitely the Fiesta ware. I'm obsessed with it. Or maybe the like pink mixing bowl set, because that's so cute too. But I think that those are definitely my favorite finds of this trip. Again, if you are kind of local to Coffeyville, Kansas, or can make the drive, Shabby to Chic is amazing. So is Colonel Coffee's. Check out Dalton's parents' antique booth. So yeah, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.